Today, I'm going for the platinum in a game that decided to shadow drop and take the world by storm for a second time. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Platinum spans 51 trophies. They include closing the titular Oblivion gates, completing the main storyline to become the hero of Kvatch and save Cyrodiil, and completing quests for every guild faction within the game, and even becoming a murderer.
2 of us have been murdered. 1 of us is a killer. But who?
Who could it be?
Stop it. Get some help.
But since we're absolute lunatics here, I'm also going to be completing the Shivering Isles DLC, which includes an additional 10 trophies to get 100% in the 4th entry of the Elder Scrolls series. With 61 trophies to complete and potentially hundreds of hours of adventure to be had, I jumped back into Oblivion for the first time since 2006. We start off in prison meeting the current Emperor of Cyrodiil, Uriel Septim. The Emperor and his guards, a faction called the Blades, are trying to escape through a hidden passage in the prison because of an attack by a radical cult called the Mythic Dawn. Basically demon worshippers.
Release the evil.
We end up getting freed because the exit is in the cell that we're imprisoned in. Eventually we run into a dead end and it doesn't end well for the Emperor. He tells us that he has a living heir and we must find them by connecting with Joffrey before he gets murdered by a Mythic Dawn assassin. Oh shit! He's dead.
You're lucky I like you. Otherwise you'd be dead already.
God.
No. Talos, save us.
When I exit the sewer, I head back out to Cyrodiil and get my first trophy of the playthrough. And I think this will get us actually our first trophy. Escaped the Imperial sewers. Getting out in the open world, I started doing what every Oblivion player does, checking out the entire map. I couldn't help myself seeing this world again for the first time in almost 20 years. It made me feel super nostalgic. Dude, seriously? This looks just like I remember it. Oh look, there's a hammer. It's gonna end very poorly for me. Oh, dude. Dude, look at the detail on the brick. The detail on this brick has got me all bricked up, man. 1 gold.
Blessings of Akatosh upon you.
Dude, look at her eyes. Oh, dude. She has seen better days. After about 7 hours of exploring, I decided to finally get back to the main mission and found Joffrey in Wayne Priory. He tells us that we have to locate the heir of Uriel Septim in Kvatch. He's serving as a priest there, the last he had heard. So I head over to Kvatch to try and locate Martin so I can convince him to become the new emperor and close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Before I did, however, I ended up getting lost again, exploring around Cyrodiil. These open world games really got me like a damn golden retriever over here. Finally, it was time to retake Kvatch. I went in and slew the Daedra to save what was left of the city, and then went to enter my first Oblivion gate since 2006. At the top, I found the sigil stone, which allows me to close the gate and get the trophy while doing so. There we go, closed an Oblivion gate. Nailed it. With the gate closed, I escort Martin back to Wayne Priory, where we first met Joffrey. We find it under attack by the Mythic Dawn. Defeating the enemies, I learned that the Amulet of Kings has been stolen.
They've taken it. The Amulet of Kings is gone. The enemy has defeated us at every turn.
Because of this, we get sent to locate where Mankar Cameron, the leader of the Mythic Dawn, might be hiding. Eventually, we discover that the books that the Mythic Dawn are holding might contain a hint to their hideout location. So I head to Imperial City to get help deciphering the book that I have, which leads me on a fetch quest to finding the remaining 3 books that Tarmina believes hold the clues to where the cult is located. While I'm looking for the books, I decided to snag a couple trophies by joining the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild. With those trophies in hand, I head back to Tarmina, and we discover that there's a shrine for Mehrunes Dagon in Imperial City that holds a clue to the hideout's location. When I interact with the shrine, I earn another trophy. Oh, here we go. Located the Shrine of Dagon. Now that I know the location of their hideout, I head over to Lake Aureus Caverns and get invited into the Mythic Dawn hideout. As they're bringing me down to the sacrifice chamber, I steal back the gear that they'd taken from me when I entered and attack the cult. Unfortunately, Mankar Cameron gets away in an Oblivion gate he opens, and I have to deal with his underlings. With the Mythic Dawn members killed, I grabbed the book Mysterium Xarxis that was left on the altar and battle my way to the exit of the shrine. Unfortunately here, I found out that I got soft locked out of exiting the dungeon, and my last save was about an hour and a half back. Come on. Oh my gosh, man. Crazy.
I do not fear death.
Yeah, then why are you running? So that was awesome. At least it wasn't several hours back. Silver linings, I guess. After going back and replaying the last dungeon, I finally bring the book I just collected to Martin, who deciphers that we can open a portal as well to go to Mankar Cameron's paradise. However, he will need some time to decipher what it is that he needs outside of the one item that he discovers quite quickly, which is the Daedra artifact. The easiest one that I can get is Azura's Star, which is a short quest to get to the Daedric Shrine. Oh, dude, I'm a cat. Look at me, I'm a cat. I'm a cat that's out of stamina. Getting this artifact and bringing it back to Martin earns us a trophy. Delivered Daedric artifact. There we go, another trophy. Martin then sends us on a fetch quest to uncover additional items that he needs to be able to open the gate so that we can attack Mankar Cameron's base, including Tiber Septim's armor, which I had a funny glitch happen when I went in to get the armor. Whoa, where's your shirt, brother? What's going on here? He took his armor off. What are we doing with the king's remains, my guy? What's going on? What do I do now?
I know you.
Look at this guy. No shirt.
If they are still enslaved, together we will cleanse the shrine of the Underking's foul magic.
Brother, they're literally standing right next to you. Use your eyeballs. Armor of Tiber Septim. And a great welcome stone, which is just essentially a very large stone. I think this is where I need to be, actually. Ooh, the great welcome stone. I need to bring it to Martin. I have a feeling that something's gonna happen here. The king! Oh shit! Take some of my swipes. Oh, damn, dude. He bitch slapped me. With that done, I went to start closing portals around Cyrodiil to try and get aid for the impending attack on Bruma. So I went to each location closing Oblivion gates until I got to Cheydin Hall, where I have to save the Count's son, Farwell, who went into the gate with his small group of wannabe knights. This guy is the absolute worst. He kept running in front of me while I was swinging my sword, or he would just outright fall and die.
Huzzah! I'm on your side.
Dude. God damn it, Farwell. Farwell literally went in front of my sword. Normally, I would just move on, but you get an item for keeping him alive that I wanted to try and snag before moving on with the rest of the game. So I struggled my way through this awful quest line for the character and eventually was able to make it to the top after many resets without him dying to snag the sigil stone. Oh my god, did we do it? Holy shit, Farwell's alive. Let's take the stone and get the fuck out of here. Oh boy. I don't think he's gonna survive that. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to. I think he's okay, right? He's okay. Yeah. He looks fine. All right, your lordship, get down here. What's going on?
Look out.
Yo, what the fuck?
Body's still warm.
Well, man.
What just happened? I think that's the last one, aid for Bruma. What a sketch little area just to stand on. Once I got these items and brought them back to Martin, and I've closed all the Oblivion gates outside of the major cities in Cyrodiil, Martin discovers that we will need a great sigil stone, and the only way to get one of these is to basically let Bruma get attacked. So all those gates that we just closed for aid for Bruma, yeah, that was a complete waste of time. We need to let 3 Oblivion gates open on top of little Bruma, and once that happens, a great gate opens up, and I have to battle my way inside. Come on. This guy. God, there's so many of them, man. That is the Great Gate. Here we go. Inside this gate looks completely different than all the others, but the goal is still to get up to the main tower and grab the greater sigil stone. Oh shit, it's like actually walking. Oh no!
You thinking what I'm thinking, partner? Aim for the bushes.
Oh shit, I got a couple guys fighting me. Oh, you want the smoke, bro? Come on. I don't think you can handle this smoke. That's right. That's right. That's right, man. Couldn't handle that smoke. Oh, dude, he got me. Damn it. Get up. Oh, I'm presenting myself. I'm presenting myself to them. It was an act of, that was a true cat presentation right there. Have you seen my butthole? Eventually, I make my way up to the top of the gate, and I'm able to grab the stone that Martin needs, earning another trophy. There it is. Oh, shit. Did I not get it? Destroyed the Great Gate. With all the items needed, Martin is now able to open up a gate to Mankar Cameron's paradise. So I can go and retrieve the Amulet of Kings, and we can finally close all the Oblivion gates. I jump into the gate and start working my way through paradise, which honestly looked freaking amazing in this remaster. Going through the prison, I meet some interesting NPCs. Eventually make my way to Mankar Cameron. Want to know one reason why I love this game so much? I didn't even have to listen to this loser. I just started blasting and took his whole family out. Let's see if we can.
The pain redeems me. Lord Dagon's victory is at
I have
hand.
waited a long time, champion of old Tamriel. The last gasp of a dying age.
Yes, I am.
Leave the stale air.
Die!
Air of false hope.
Took them all out. Die! You shall die for everything you've done.
Will yet be realized. Old Tamriel still has some fight left.
Dead! Beating Mankar Cameron sends us back to the real world.
Welcome to the real world.
I quickly take the Amulet of Kings back to Martin so that we can work on shutting the gates of Oblivion and stop the assault on Cyrodiil. With the amulet in hand, we follow Martin to Imperial City to the coronation to approve him as the Emperor. The moment he gets sworn in officially as the Emperor of Cyrodiil, the city is attacked by Daedra, popping out of Oblivion gates all over the city. The only way I can stop the assault is to get to the temple halls and light the dragon fires. I battle my way through the city, and just as we're coming up on the temple, Mehrunes Dagon pops out of a portal. The guy that we've been working all game to stop? Yeah, he's here. Poor Martin's been Emperor for less than an hour, and he's out here fighting for his freaking life, man. We have to get Martin to the temple, and it's here I discovered that I've been the side character in this game all along.
I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
Uriel! Or, Martin! Here we go! Damn, Gina! Oh, so epic! Hell yeah, look at it! It's so freaking cool! We're a side character in a game. Dude, he's just frying him. That's so cool. Hell yeah. And he became a statue.
The amulet is shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the Amulet of Kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain.
There's the final story trophy.
My father and my father's fathers.
Dude, I love this game, man. Before going any further, I decided to mess with the guards because I remember it being such a fun thing in the original game.
Stop! You violated the law. It's been too long since I've seen a good brawl. I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Remember the Emperor! You dare attack me? I'm warning you. Show me what you've got. That the best you can do? Can't you settle this peacefully? You elves are all the same. All flesh, no fury. Guards! Guards! Someone's being attacked! Hey! Are you some kind of maniac. This is the part where you flee to death. It's over, lawbreaker. You're under arrest.
Part 2, Cleanup. Cleanup in this game involves doing lots of side missions. There aren't any trophies for getting collectibles. Instead, here we have to beat storylines and join numerous factions around the world that all have 10 trophies tied to them. The first faction I went to work on completing was the Mages Guild, which I had joined earlier. We started by doing basic quests that involve building our own staff, where we discover a plot to destroy the Mages Guild by a group of necromancers. Through further missions in the guild's questline, I discovered that the issue goes much deeper than it's ever led on to be. Parkour! Parkour! And that a large group of the mages from the Mages Guild have defected away and are joining the King of Worms, Marco.
Who's there?
Who's there? It's me! Your death! The Archmage asked us to bring a Dark Welkin Stone to help us against Marco, that he will charge to help us in the fight. I just didn't realize how he was going to charge it.
The future rests on your shoulders. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell. Yo, what did he just do? What? He just killed himself. With the stone, I head to fight Marco to wrap up the Mages Guild questline and get the trophy for becoming the new Archmage. So this is the guy, huh?
I see Bolor was unsuccessful in delaying you. Very well. I shall reanimate him once we are done here. Perhaps we shall chat for a while, since you really have no other options. Perhaps I shall personally go and collect him when we are done.
Yeah, I don't think you're making it out of here, buddy. I don't think you're making it out. You really thought you were going to do that to me, huh? You really thought you were going to get me? Sucks to suck, bro. Sucks to suck.
Goodbye.
Archmage, Mages Guild. Complete the Mages Guild questline. The next guild I worked on completing was the Fighters Guild. This one I didn't feel like was quite as strong as the Mages Guild questline. This is so 2007, man. Look how sneaky she is. It involves earning the trust of one of the guild masters and then losing it because of her son dying, where we get demoted. Eventually, we start working outside the guild leader's gaze to try to figure out how the Blackwood Company, a rival group, is stealing members from the Fighters Guild. I uncovered that the Blackwood Company is using an illegal substance called the Hist, which makes us hallucinate when we take a vial. And we mistakenly wipe out a village thinking that they're goblins. Knowing this, I worked to take down the Blackwood Company and burn their history so no more tainted sap can be distributed in Cyrodiil. Doing this earned us the title of Master of the Guild. The next guild I worked through was probably my favorite questline in the game, the Thieves Guild. It actually felt like you were being a thief in these missions, whereas the previous ones I was basically a sword smashing demon just crushing whatever enemies was in front of me. We end up doing heists for the Grey Fox, the leader of the guild, until we're infamous enough to start meeting with him personally. He sends us out on missions to start collecting items without much context. An arrow, some boots, some other miscellaneous items. Midway through the mission, we have to get a guard that's onto the Grey Fox off our scent, and instead of killing him like we would if we were in the Dark Brotherhood, we have to work to get him reassigned.
You look familiar. Excuse me. I'm on duty. I've been reassigned.
I really like how this questline has you work through issues that come up without just mass murdering citizens. Eventually, the Grey Fox sends us to steal an Elder Scroll, and I discovered that all the items he has us stealing are needed to sneak into Imperial Castle and steal the scroll.
He was here a second. He was here a second ago. He was here a second.
What the fuck is going on? What is he doing? I found out after completing this that this is actually missable. Oh, we made it. Doors open elsewhere. Sick tits, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, he didn't hear that. You didn't hear that, buddy. You did not hear that. But fortunately for me, I had no issues and was able to snag the scroll and bring it back to the Grey Fox. With that, I discovered that he's actually the Count of Anvil and that the Daedra artifact he's been wearing erased all of his existence with people that knew him. He's able to use the incantation on the Elder Scroll we stole and pass the mantle of Grey Fox onto us, rejoining his wife and earning us the final trophy of the Thieves Guild. What is she doing? Oh, where'd her legs go? Wait, hold up. Where did your legs go?
On the site of the ruins of Deraloth.
Guildmaster, Thieves Guild. That was probably my favorite quest that I've done so far in this game. Very, very cool quest. And she's got her legs back and a dress. Look at that. Looking fly, Umbranox. The final guild I need to complete was the Dark Brotherhood. And much like I said earlier, it was similar to the Thieves Guild, but instead of stealing things, I had to butcher people without anyone finding out. This is also a top tier quest line, and I had lots of funny interactions going through the story.
2 of us have been murdered. 1 of us is a killer. But who?
Who could it be?
So, that's it. It's down to you and me.
What can I do for you, citizen?
Go inside. Go inside your house. Go inside your house. Shh. Go inside.
Help! Help! Hey, come on!
Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Are you all right?
I gotta get out of here. We have to work our way through the guild to gain the trust of Lucien Lachance, who has discovered a mole in the Brotherhood and asked us to wipe out everyone. Eventually, we start picking up drop missions in hidden locations to assassinate members of the Brotherhood, but we find out Lucien had the old Uno reverse card flipped on him, and someone has been sabotaging the drop locations to have us pick off important members of the Black Hand. This leads the heads of the Black Hand to think Lucien is the traitor, so we need to find evidence that he isn't. By the time we find enough evidence and head to meet Lucien, I find out that it's too late.
I am Arquin, speaker for the Black Hand. As you can see, we have dealt with the betrayer, Lucien
Oh
Lachance.
shit, he's dead.
No longer will you serve as his puppet.
Still not knowing who the traitor is, I follow the group down to summon the Night Mother, where the traitor is revealed and I have to slaughter them. We end up finishing up this questline with only one other person alive in this guild besides us. We get the final trophy and are tasked with rebuilding the guild. Me and this one member. It's gonna be a great Dark Brotherhood.
I will destroy your Night Mother, and the Dark Brotherhood will fall.
Oh, it's him. Oh shit.
What treachery?
He's one-shotting.
The traitor still lives. It is Matthew Bellamont. Do not let him harm the Night Mother. Kill him.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
The last questline I needed to do is to become the champion of the arena. The questline pits us against other competitors to become the champion. I probably shouldn't have saved this one for last, to be honest. There was really only one fight that I actually struggled with in this entire questline. Yeah, fuck you guys. Where the fuck is my sword at?
Warming up, you pathetic worm.
What the shit? No!
Where are you? Where are you? He was here a second.
Can't take the smoke, baby!
Where he was here? Where he was here a second ago. Where are you?
How's this guy not dead? The final fight pits us against an orc that I had helped earlier to discover his lineage. Unfortunately for him, he glitched out and just let me get back shots on him to finish him off.
What did he say?
Here we go. All right, Gray Prince.
Where are you? Knowing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
What's he doing?
Hit me
What had just happened? Oh my god. That's hella funny. Alright, man. Sorry, buddy. But we gotta do this. Yeah, buddy!
It is with great honor that I present to you this gold and the esteemed raiment of valor and name you the new arena grand champion. You've done it! The Grey Prince was a great orc, rest his soul and all that, but you beat him.
It was such a challenge. Such a challenge.
Take some time to rest. When you're feeling up to it, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your future.
Grand champion of the arena. And that should be the platinum? Worldly god! Yes! With the main game done, it was now time to head to Shivering Isles. This was my first time ever playing the DLC, so the whole thing was a first time experience for me. Just entering the new area earns me the first trophy. Now that I'm inside the Shivering Isles, I have to find out how to get through a gate guarded by a gatekeeper, and didn't go so well initially. Oh.
away from the gatekeeper. Let us handle this.
Can I save them?
What's the matter?
Seems to have a very big regen. Damn. Like he's already at 100%. What the f? Eventually, I'm able to find a way to defeat the gatekeeper to pass through the gate. I chose to go through the Mania gate, which I learned makes the game brighter, I guess. We're gonna be Jesus Kitty Cat. Either way, it earns me a trophy. It's here I get to meet the main character in the DLC, Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness. What happens?
Always a pleasure.
What's he doing?
Why, look who's here. You. How about that?
Whoa, what's going on? What just happened? What the hell? Oh shit! What's happening? Oh my god. That's funny shit, bro. In the DLC, we're doing favors for Sheogorath to earn rank in the Shivering Isles, while learning more about House of Mania and the House of Dementia, ran by Count Syl and Count Thornton. I continue to earn favors and increase our standing within the realm. Liar! No! Get her, Herdier! Oh yeah! That long unlimited power! And it's here that we uncovered that the threat to Sheogorath's realm is named Jiggalag. The story takes a big turn when we're asked to become the count of one of the two houses, but the only way to do that is to kill the previous count. This is technically a missable trophy because you're only able to get this one in a single playthrough, but I can get around that by save scumming and going back to get both. I firstly decided to poison Thornton. I have to run and grab a drug called Green Moat, which I had to do a bunch of stealth to obtain. There's no one here. This is not the criminal you are seeking. Once I have it, I put it in Thornton's food and essentially watch his heart explode. He's pretty far back there to be eating his food, huh? Eat up, bro. Eat up. It's good for you. Taking his blood to the altar makes us the Duke of Mania and earns us his trophy. For Syl, I have to sneak into her quarters and take her out. Once inside, I find out that she was expecting an attempt on her life and escaped to a catacomb under the palace. I have to chase her down into the basement where I battle her and steal her heart. This one felt a little darker to me because I had to personally kill her instead of poisoning her. What is she wearing? She's got like nothing on. Syl's heart. With her heart, I'm able to earn the trophy for becoming the Duke of Dementia. With those two technically missable trophies down, it was time to rebuild the gatekeeper. You know that giant pain in the ass we had to beat to get into Sheogorath's realm? Apparently, him not being there is letting Jiggalag's forces into the Shivering Isles at an alarming rate.
Come on, no one could have seen this coming.
Okay. Sheldon must not be able to die. That's my guess. Because he definitely took some back shots there to my sword, and that would have done a lot of damage. Pause. To rebuild the gatekeeper, I get sent to acquire 4 items from a mage's cavern. Demerus Membrane, Osseous Marrow, Essence of Breath, and Blood Liquor. With these items, we're able to recreate the gatekeeper and get promoted to earn our trophy. Now that the gate is safe, I have to rush to Pinnacle Rock to save the remaining guards that are left in the Shivering Isles. For this trophy, I have to defeat the Jiggalag forces that are blocking the Font of Rebirth for the sisters. You see, when they die, they're just reborn here. But with the Font of Rebirth being blocked, that can't happen. So I have to battle my way through the dungeon until I find the crystal blocking the font and release it. Doing so earns me my second to last trophy of this playthrough. Now for the final trophy, I speak with Sheogorath and learn that he himself is Jiggalag, or sort of. The character that was apparently cursed to live as Sheogorath, but once every era he becomes Jiggalag and destroys his own kingdom.
Haven't you noodled it all through yet? Because he is me. I'm him. We're a bit of each other, really.
He was training us to become the new Sheogorath to stop himself from doing so again, but wasn't able to finish our training before becoming the main villain of the DLC. Thankfully, Haskell knows what we need to do to obtain the powers of Sheogorath, and it involves creating his staff to absorb the godly powers that the Daedric Prince had. Yeah, it looks like he needs some sleep, man.
On the throne without the staff, so here you are in my prison, seeking to supplant the
He looks like me in the mornings. So I set out to obtain the materials for our staff, where we have to kill a shadow clone of ourselves. This reminded me of the fight with Dark Link in Ocarina of Time. My Ronin Zavali. I have to fight myself? Shit. Good thing I'm not like super strong, huh? No! My naked self beat me. There we go. There can only be one. Once I collect the materials, I need to dip the staff into the Font of Madness, which gives me my powers and allows me to become strong enough to fight Jiggalag. I get the powers just in time to intercept Jiggalag, where we have our final battle. That obelisk has been deactivated. That's nice. Whoa, what's going on here? What the shit, dude? He's shooting lightning bolts that are doing so much damage. Oh, this is Jiggalag. This is actually Jiggalag. There we go. Mad God, Shivering Isles. Beating Jiggalag gives me my final trophy, and I learned that we basically set this Daedric god free. Not entirely sure what this did since I haven't played Skyrim, but it didn't sound great. Regardless, beating Jiggalag and becoming Sheogorath wraps up my 100% run of Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered. If you made it this far into the video, comment huzzah below for Farewell. Please also consider subscribing if you like content like this. I post platinum videos like this on the channel, and I'm looking to continue to grow our community. Also, I live streamed here on YouTube on my second channel, as well as Twitch and TikTok. So wherever you feel like watching, check me out there. Until next time, happy hunting, gamers.